This is Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. We're on Xbox Series X, diving back into the game that now has an FPS boost. That's right, we got the 1080p, but now we have the 60 FPS, so we got a smooth frame rate to enjoy as Lara Croft goes on her first adventure and has to deal with being shipwrecked on this dangerous island where everybody wants to kill her and cause problems. I've obviously played through this multiple times at this point. This is the Definitive Edition, so it updated and improved, well, basically the first game. You can even see like the sweat details dry on Lara, and it's really quite fascinating and a very well done survival experience. Auto HDR also adds a lot to this game in terms of the visual quality of the environment, and it just really is a spectacular jump into this survival-based series, because it is, the Survivor trilogy is kind of her origin trilogy, as you basically kind of figure out, or help her figure out who she is as an individual as she deals with various threats and problems and becomes more and more confident. Obviously, this being the first Tomb Raider, then there's Tomb Raider, or Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And this was somewhat of a late, I guess, 360 era title that got, improved greatly with the Definitive Edition, but it didn't necessarily give us the full quality that we were hoping for in regards to the frame rate. And I think we do actually quite achieve that here, which is quite exciting. It seems to be running perfectly fine. It just automatically applies. There's nothing you need to do. You just get a better running game, which helps preserve the legacy of, well, this stellar character and this stellar title. It really is quite a great time and highly worth playing. And again, I kind of like showed off a bit of my, I guess you could say, later save, and we might show off a bit of that afterwards, but I thought, hey, you know what, it's probably best just to kind of get in at this point so that you could see it right off the bat, where there's a bit more action and stuff going on, right? Yeah, I think we're going to go sideways here. It's just sort of a neat kind of introduction to who this character is, because you slowly, as I said, throughout the series, see her becoming more and more confident as a character. And to me, that's really exciting. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to burn myself alive. Oh, no, there we go. I just remember that being so intense when this game released back in the day. I was like, oh, damn. And then, like, makes you pull it out of her, and she's like, ugh. Yeah, but she gets a lot more, like, muscular and stronger as she becomes, like, a stronger character and a stronger individual. And I really like that, because she's also grounded with a bit of a heart, too, in regards to what she's dealing with. And it's so exciting to be jumping back into this one and enjoying that level of fluidity now. It really does look very smooth. It plays very well. And I love all the smaller details of the character, just in regards to, like, the blood, the grime, and everything that she has to deal with. Oh, we gotta make a bit of a fire thing. I'm so used to having, all of this stuff available from the later elements of the game. But it's really cool how she also reacts to the environment. I remember the trailers and everything being like, well, when there's a fire, she puts her hand away near it and stuff. And yeah, it was very, kind of intense early on in the generation. It was a very good sort of kickoff of what was to come, right? It sort of set the stage for what a lot of companies were working towards. Survival instincts. Yeah, we gotta set the fire on this one. There's quite a few puzzles too, and also, like challenge tubes and so many collectibles. It's a very linear sort of experience, but it also has a lot of surprising little hub areas that you get to explore. And the later entries also, push that out a little bit further, I think, even past that in regards to the, additional challenges and things you need to witness as you go along here. Oh yeah, this part is like super claustrophobic on stuff. And a little bit intense, because we have to deal with this guy. Go, 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 go. Oh jeez. That could have been bad. Better drop that torch, it's not going to be any good for you. It's like here with the water. Oh man. And it's still, like, it still looks pretty good today. I mean, the later ones, obviously, the facial elements and stuff have been improved just incredibly upon this one, but it still holds stuff up to me, I gotta say. It's really nice to have this experience where nothing really changes, just except for the fact that we now get a high level of fluidity, and it feels really, really great to play, especially as you get to some of the more, I guess you say, combat-esque experiences. And we'll, again, be showing that off a little bit later so you can see that in action. This is just, again, some of the introduction things. Oh, an introduction puzzle, that's always fun. Yeah, I can't really remember when we got set something on fire here and opened this all up and stuff, and yeah, it definitely takes me back, that's for sure. Let's light this fire. And it also loads super fast now, in case you were wondering. You get into places really fast. The game all just kind of goes quickly into where you're headed, and I think that's kind of exciting. Let's light this up too. Yeah, not Tomb Raider without a little bit of puzzle solving to it. And then alongside having a variety of different weapons, you can upgrade your weapons too, which is nice. We have to push you along or something. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this now. Got it. Yeah, but just like the fire and the effects and everything seems to just be perfectly done with this FPS boost. It doesn't seem like there's really any sort of, like, I guess you could say negative impact or anything like that. It all just runs way better. It runs like it's supposed to run, right? And it's just nice that this experience is preserved for people to enjoy down the road. I think that's kind of exciting. Was I supposed to light that all on fire in order to kind of get that going? Oh, yeah, okay. I get it now. I got it. Go, go, go! And this is supposed to be a simple opening puzzle. There we go. Now we got some fire going. Burn my boxes, burn, and cause the boom. That's a C mine, isn't it? Oh, and she dies, like, in the most incredibly hardcore ways in this series. Like, it is vicious. Like, if you're going down, like, lake slides and stuff, it gets just absolutely nuts. Go towards B. Oh, never mind. So many great, like, cinematic focused moments, too. Go, go, go! Yeah, this is just action-packed, and it's just like all the pieces falling down and everything around her. They look so good. Where did that guy even come from now that I'm thinking about this? Goodbye, bad village person that's trying to cause harm to our lead character. Oh, jeez. I don't even know how the walls move in like that. It seems unnatural. Leave the torch, you don't need it. You're trying to get out of the sun. Climb! Climb, lady, climb! Yeah, these QuickTime events were so epic back in the day. I don't even know how she's, like, climbing necessarily, having any sort of grip on this. And a survivor is born. Is it gonna do that thing where it pops up with the logo over the hill? Yes, it is. Tomb Raider. I guess this is kind of a good point to show you some of the later elements of the game. But yeah, this is just kind of a really lovely opening moment. Show the wreckage, and it's just, yeah, such a great game. Seriously, let's hop over and show some of the later elements of it. So this is the later portion. I'm, done the main story and everything like that. I got a bunch of different guns. There's just not too many enemies around here, so it's like, not as much to show off action-wise. But you can just kind of explore the hubs, collect any collectibles that you missed, and, stuff like that. I think there's still some animals and everything too, but for the most part, it's just her kind of dealing with situations. Oh, I want you to go the other way. Zip lining across. Yeah, she's got some pretty cool traversal elements and tools that she can use, which is nice, but yeah, you just kind of get a feel for this, like, really moody sort of beach area, and just feels so much better to move through. And then, like, combat-wise, it's quite beautiful. I feel like we've been missing out on this for, like, far too long, and now it's the perfect time for folks to jump in and give this Tomb Raider a roll if they've never played it before, because it just feels way, way, way better and far more impressive, I guess, overall, which is the main thing here. And I'm actually surprised that I'm checking this one out so soon. I would have kind of assumed, because I checked it out around launch, and I just thought I wouldn't be playing it for quite a number of years, but once they started doing these frame rate boosts, you look at this one and you're like, wow, this is, kind of a great candidate for that sort of thing, and obviously the results are a splendid way to go back and play what this has to offer, especially on the Xbox side of things. Having that, the resolution being solid and looking still pretty clean. The auto HDR, which adds a nice little bit of style and visual to the atmosphere, and then obviously the 60 FPS now, which is just awesome to see. Hopefully down the road, maybe they could even do it higher in a future generation console or something, but for now I'm very pleased and quite happy with what this has to offer, because it's looking good, it's playing well, and that's just really, really great to finally see this higher frame rate realized on the platform.